Welcome to Patriot Pride. I'm your host, Musa O'Day, a.k.a. Showtime. We got a lot of exciting things to talk about today. We're broadcasting live from the Angry Bull, where we're going to be hosting MMA Fight Night, brought to you by AFC. So today, there's going to be a lot of MMA fighters trying to make their name in the sport world. We're going to talk to them a little bit later. We're also going to talk to the guy who brought this event to you today, Aron Anglebrandt. But first, we're going to speak to a couple of the Patriot players, Josh Denault and David Hill. They have an interesting story, so you definitely want to stay tuned. They're brothers and they're hometown boys. We're also going to talk to Coach Bute, head coach of the Timberwolves, who's going to be facing off with the Patriots this coming week. We're going to get a little insider from him, see what he has to say about the game. So you guys definitely want to stay tuned. Patriot Pride coming up next.
You think this is a game? From sideline commentators to fans in the stands to rappers on
Welcome back, Patriot Nation. I'm joined by Coach Bute, head coach of the Timberwolves. How are you, Coach?
Very good, Musa. Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's a pleasure to have you on our show. So let's talk a little bit about the Timberwolves. Give me a little history about yourself and a little history on the Timberwolves.
My history dates back when semi-pro year 2000. I started with the Michigan Twisters back in the day, where 2002 we won our first national championship. From there, went to the Timberwolves in 2005, 2004. Stayed there until about 2008, where we had a good run. Did that as a player. Decided to get out of playing, turned to coaching, where I coached for the Michigan Vikings for the past 3 years. And in 2011, we again won a national championship down in Florida. Scott Beard and Coach Piasecki gave me a call after the season. We maintained our friendship throughout the season, and we had some great talks. And now I'm back in Monroe, where I played. So it's kind of a dream come true. Everything coming full circle for me.
You know, I thought you looked a little familiar. Why don't you tell the Patriot Nation how we know each other?
Yeah, we can do that. I played offensive line for the Timberwolves, and I'd look past my lineman, and there was Musa sitting in the defensive backfield, calling out all kinds of plays, roaming the field, and you were definitely a guy we had to plan around and watch out for. So, great competition.
We had a history. Semi-pro, the Timberwolves are always a top contender.
Yep.
Even when I played, I mean, you guys were always top dogs. It always came down to the wire between us and you guys. Now you guys are facing the Patriots.
Yes.
The Patriots are on kind of a little momentum roll right now. What are the Timberwolves going to do to stop that?
We're going to do what we always do. We're going to come in, strap them up, and we're going to play hard football. We consider ourselves a professional team, albeit we're a minor league football program, semi-pro team, but we hold ourselves to the standard of professionalism, and we expect to come in and put it to them. It's going to be a great game. They have momentum, and we've seen what they can do, but you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be a great game.
And you know, I actually believe that talk because last year I played with the Patriots and we played against the Timberwolves. Why don't you tell them what the final score was?
21-14, I believe, and we actually had the lead on that. So Patriots had to come back on that one, and they sealed it. So
final drive. I remember it came down to the wire. Timberwolves played a hard-fought game, and the Patriots ended up coming out with a victory in the end. So it's going to be a grudge match. It's going to be a down-in-the-trenches game.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys added any players or added a different system or game plan that coming in this year? I know you told me that you watched the film, how many, 24 times or something. So
Yep,
what are you
correct.
bringing to the table this year?
Well, this year we've had a lot of key additions. Not only myself coming back to Monroe to coach, but also we've added some key players. Last year's offensive player and MVP of the league, Charles Boyce, will be in a Timberwolves uniform this year. Also, the defensive player of the year for the league, Jeff White, will also be in a Timberwolves uniform this year. So those are two key pieces right there when you talk about the offense and defensive players of the league leaving their programs to come play for us in the Timberwolves. So you're going to see top-notch quality players, and we've added quite a few linemen as well as skill set guys. So it should be a great game.
So in the locker room, how comfortable are the players feeling? Because we both know playing indoor and outdoor ball that it's very different. Now we're going from semi-pro, which is 11-on-11, 100-yard field, to 8-on-8, 50-yard field. Now, I know a lot of the guys haven't played indoor. So
Correct.
how are the guys going to adjust and be able to come bring the heat on that high motion and be able to adjust? Because last year they had a hard time doing that. I mean, if they adjusted sooner, I feel like it would have been a much closer game. You guys might have come out with a victory that game.
Our preparation for the indoor game has resembled everything you can. Everything's faster. Our workouts, our practices are ran to a T. I mean, it is up speed. There is no downtime. We are at it from one thing to the next, and we are going full tilt. Even the players had mentioned how much faster the indoor game is, and we haven't even played a game yet. So, but they've adjusted very well, and I'm very happy with what I've seen so far.
All right, next thing I want to ask you is a little bit about speed. Patriots have 3 receivers that run a 4.5 40. Who are your defensive backs that are going to be able to lock them down and hold them up? I mean, for the majority of the game.
We have a number of defensive backs that I think we're going to be able to count on this year. Dre Martin is a first-class corner, and so I'm real happy with him. Devon Smith's kind of an underrated guy. We have a lot of real physical defensive backs, so it's gonna be interesting to see if we can cover the guys. You know, the guys that you're speaking of, the 4.5, 4.4 guys. So, but I definitely think we're up to the task, and I think they can do it. A lot of experience in the defensive backfield.
So pretty much you're guaranteeing that you guys are going to put on a show.
We're going to play football.
Okay. Because you know the audience down here, they love the hard-hitting games.
Yep.
They love the fast pace. I mean, this is arena. So
yes,
this is going to be a brutal match. I feel like it's going to be a really good game. I feel like it could come down to the wire if you guys don't let the game slip away. If you guys let the game slip away, you might be in trouble because when the Patriots score, they score in bunches.
Yes.
I've seen it happen lots of times.
Yep.
And I played with them, so I know how it works.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you do? I mean, if you guys take you guys go down early in the game, what are you going to do to stop the bleeding?
I think you just revert back to trusting your team. We were down in, for me personally, my teams, we've been down before and rally back to win. I mean, we know what it's like to be down. And any guys that play for me or play for the coaching staff that we have, we never quit. We can be down 60 and still believe we're going to win. So I don't think that's going to be an issue or a problem. Now, that being said, I don't want to get behind. So my key would be to get up and stay up and keep the foot down. So
I know your coaching philosophy, and I know you're not planning to go down. You know, it's just questions that I have to ask here, just to cover the grounds, cover the bases.
Of course.
So let's talk a little bit about the event tonight. We were talking a little bit earlier about it, the MMA fighters. Tell me a little bit about the MMA fighters and what's kind of going on here, a little vibe, what you're seeing.
Real excited. I'm real excited. I'm ready to, when we're done here, I'm going to probably wander myself in there and check it out because from the moment I pulled in the parking lot, there were people everywhere. And, I mean, all age ranges. You're talking 17, 18 up till, I talked to a guy here that was in his late 40s that's going to fight, who's never fought before. And so it's really neat. A father and son combo are here, all kinds of things. So it's great.
These are MMA fighters that are amateurs.
Yeah.
So pretty much they have nothing to lose but everything to gain.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's gonna be some good fights tonight. I feel like there's gonna be some people get their heads knocked around, their brains beat in, which is what we like. So I really, to be honest with you, I can't wait to get in there and check out what's going on. I mean, I could already hear the fence bouncing around and everything. So it's real hype in here, and that's what I like. Like I said, I got my gym bag in the car. I might suit up and do a little MMA myself. Why not?
Hey, I definitely stay for that.
Appreciate you, Coach Bute. Thanks for the insider. Thanks for everything. Thanks for coming on the show. We love having you as always, and Patriot Nation is looking forward to the show put on Saturday.
And so are we. I thank you, and also thank the Patriots for giving us the opportunity to play them in this game. So once again, thanks everybody.
Patriot Nation, stay tuned. Coming up, we have 2 of the Patriot players, as promised, Josh Denault and David Hill. Both brothers, both have their story. We're going to talk a little bit to them and see what they're all about. We're also going to talk to a couple of the MMA fighters, so you guys definitely want to stay tuned. Don't miss any of this. Stay tuned. Patriot Pride right now. Welcome back, Patriot Nation. I'm your host, Musa O'Day, and as promised, we're here with two locals. I'm joined by David Hill and Josh Denault. How you guys doing today?
Doing good, Musa. How about you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Pretty good.
Excellent. So, Josh, let's talk to you first. Tell me a little bit about your background, what you're about, where you're from, and what you're doing here.
Well, I grew up about 20 minutes down the road in Yale, Michigan. I graduated in 2005, played football for Yale, joined the military, got a wife, had some kids. Seen my brother was playing some ball on a semi-pro team, got tryout for the Patriots, and pretty much by word of mouth, he got me in. Dave took a shot in the dark on me, and here I am today.
You said some kids, so what are we talking here on a range of like 2 to 7? Or
I got two.
Two kids?
I got a 5-year-old daughter, and I got a 2-year-old son.
And I'm assuming they're going to be out to all the Patriot games this year? Watching?
Always.
Okay. And a little interesting story. This is your brother.
Yes, it is. My younger brother.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you here.
Like I said, my name is David Hill. We went to school. I went to school at Yale too. I graduated in 2010, and then I was actually recruited out of high school for wrestling. I wrestled at Oakland University, and then after I quit that after a year, and then decided I want to play football again. So I started with the Mercenaries, and they asked me to try out for the Patriots, and here I am.
So you went to mini camp. You went through the procedures, the rungs, and what position you play?
Play running back.
Okay. Did you play running back in high school, or you just wrestled?
Yeah, I played running back. I was all-state in high school for football and wrestling, and I was a running back in high school too.
Give me your 40 time, roughly. I know. Have you ran it recently? Just give me a ballpark figure.
I would just say 4.5, 4.6. That's
4.5, 4.6.
Yes.
So you got a little bit of wheels on you.
Decent amount.
Okay, so
they call me the Rocket for a reason.
Okay, so the fans will definitely be looking forward to seeing that.
Right. Exactly.
Your brother's a funny guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a little bit of comedy to him. Okay, so 4.5, 4.6, 40. We know he plays running back. Mm-hmm. We know I'll be seeing him this year.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what you play and what you do on the field.
I play fullback, and I also play D-line. So I'm the lead blocker for my brother whenever they need me, try to get him in the end zone as much as we can. So D-line, every once in a while I'll substitute in. Probably see me a lot more these next couple games out there.
So do you block extra hard for your brother, or any running back that's behind you block, similar?
Normally any running back, I try to do my best, but since I got my brother behind me, it's a little more like I want him to do as best as he can, so it kind of fuels me to play my hardest.
You feed off that energy too?
Of course, because I grew up, when he was in high school, I watched him, and I went to every game throughout high school, and then when I was in high school, he watched every game of me, even though he was in the military. We sent game film and highlight film to him, so now that we both can play on the field, it's great. There's nothing better than playing with your brother on the field.
So you guys have fun out there?
Yes, I'd say so.
Oh, yeah.
I see you're wearing number 20, you're wearing number 25. Any significance to the jersey numbers you guys are wearing, or?
None whatsoever. I wanted number 40. I like number 40, but I'll take number 20. Cut it in half.
We'll take what we can get at the pro level, huh?
Yeah.
How about you? Any significance to 25?
No, I wore 5 in high school, but 25 is just the number. I liked how it looked on me, so that's how I picked it.
David Hill, a man of many words. So the local boys are also involved a little bit in the MMA fighting that we have going on tonight. I know you guys have a couple of your friends, maybe some guys that you went to high school with that are going to be fighting.
I graduated with 2 guys in 05, Mike Cadrew and Steve Taft, and I believe that Steve Taft is fighting here tonight. Mike Cadrew, I don't believe he's fighting, but he has here before, and I mean they're pretty much regulars up here when it comes to the MMA fights.
How about you? Do you have any friends here? Anybody that you know?
Well, I'm Facebook friends with Steve Taft and Mike Cadrew, and I've talked to them. I know them. They're a little bit older than me, like Josh, but I know them. I'm not really friends with them besides Facebook. That's about it.
I mean, you guys can hear it right now. There's testosterone's full in the air, adrenaline's in the air. I mean, these guys kind of make me want to put on the shoulder pads right now and just go at it.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Musa. It's a packed house in here. A lot of people. I wish they were here to see us right now, but it looks like they're more interested in the fights. But
well, you guys will get your time.
You guys Saturday nights.
Saturday nights, you guys are going to be facing the Timberwolves this coming Saturday. I spoke to Coach Bute earlier, and he pretty much gave me insiders on what they're planning on doing. Give me your plan of attack and what you personally are looking to do against the Timberwolves this week.
Well, personally, every week I like to go in there and just think that I'm going to crush everybody, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You know what I mean? You would like to get in there and get a blowout win, but the other team's going to come to play too, and it's going to be hard hits. It's going to be fast paced. Arena game's a lot more fast paced than I thought it was going to be, because this is my first time ever playing arena. So I just hope that they bring their A game, because I know that our team's going to bring ours.
What do you think? What's your take on the Timberwolves this week, and what are you planning to do?
I hope they bring a lot more competition to the table than the Mercenaries and the Renegades, not taking anything from them. But I hope for a hard-hitting game, and I'm going to run as hard as I can like I do every game. So.
Well, I'll promise you that it's going to be a hard-fought game, because we played the Timberwolves last year, and it was 21-14, and it came down to the wire. So I know that the coaches have prepped them. I know that the coaches got them ready to go, and they know and they've scouted everything that you guys do. So you guys got to bring it. You know,
right.
Both of you got to bring it. You got to bring it, and you guys got to see what's going to happen. But I can promise Patriot Nation that it's going to be a good game. Saturday night, as soon as kickoff hits, it's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be a fast-paced game. Anything else you guys want to? I mean, you guys want to add to that? Because this is this is your statement game. This is your first preseason game. You're showcased now. There's no hiding. There's no hiding, Josh.
I guess all I can say is just come out Saturday night, and you'll see what we can do on the field.
Got nothing to say.
I like him. He gives good answers.
Yeah.
Solid, you know. You have to be like that in arena. Like you said, it's a very fast-paced game. It's a big difference. Indoor and outdoor is a big difference. 8-on-8 versus 11-on-11. Fast-paced game. There's walls. I mean, you guys come accustomed to the walls, right? He'll be accustomed to the walls by the end of the year playing running back.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, the reaction time is a lot shorter in the arena game, it seems like. So that's what I'm trying to deal with right now, is the reaction time. But practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, and that's what we plan on doing. We go hard in practice. Our defense is going to bring it. I know they are. They go hard every practice. So we're ready to play. Anybody you put in front of us, we're gonna play against.
And I know Coach Kinsman recruits for speed. He always recruits for speed, because you have to have speed in this game. He recruited you guys. I'm assuming you guys are fast. I don't know. Fans will find out on Saturday. So we'll see. Number 25, number 20, brothers, and we'll see what you guys are bringing to the table on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Musa.
We gotta get in there and see what's going on with these fights, man. I'm getting hyped just watching this.
Yeah, me too. We got the music going in there right now.
We're gonna get in there and check out these fighters and see what's going on. But first, let's check in with AB Eagle and let's see what he's doing out there on the streets with the sponsors. Welcome back, Patriot Nation. As always, your host, Musa O'Day, a.k.a. Showtime. I'm joined today with Aron and his business partner. We're going to talk a little bit about the MMA Fight Night that we have going on right now. How are you? How's your day going today?
Everything's great. As you see, it's a sold-out show. We got to kick people out of the door, so everything's going good.
How many people are you expecting here today?
Well, really, this place can only hold about 500 people. We usually try to throw a lot more than that, but we just have them go over and sit in the bar, and we have the video set up so they're able to watch it inside of the bar as the fights are going live.
Okay.
Yep.
So the fights how are they structured right now? How are the fights structured?
For these ones, these are all first-time fighters or maybe have one fight. And most of the time in MMA, it's 3-minute rounds with a 1-minute rest. For these guys, because they're just up-and-comers, we do 2-minute rounds with a 1-minute rest, just to keep the fights a little bit more exciting.
Okay. So pretty much a lot of people are going to be getting their heads beat around in there.
There's going to be 20 fights tonight, and most time when they're first time going at it, someone will have so much skill that's got a little bit of heart and just come in there and throw some bombs and hope for the best.
I mean, you can hear it. I mean, you can hear, the adrenaline that's in here. I mean, the walls are shaking as we're talking. So, I mean, I'm excited to get in there and kind of check out some of these fights. I'm a football player, but, MMA, I feel like it's not too far from what we do with arena football.
It's definitely a sport, and it's definitely one of probably the toughest sport in the world. As far as the training goes, I mean, the training's as hardcore as it comes.
Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about the sponsorship and how many of these do you guys host a year and how often?
Right now, actually, I'm going to let my partner take over, Jamie Ford.
This year we're going to try to do about once a month. So that's what we're going to gear up at once a month. We're going to do a green day, and then we're going to do a little bit more advanced. Where next month our 155 champ will be fighting, and we have Yanni Cavis right over here. He's going to be fighting for the 145 belt. These guys are, they're inches away of going pro, and that's what we are. We are the stepping stone to pro fighting. So
Yanni, let me talk to you for a second. You're fighting for the 145-pound belt coming up in a couple weeks, correct?
Yes.
What have you been doing to train and to prep for that?
Well, I'm actually up at school at Central Michigan University right now, but I do train while I'm up there. I go with a lot of D1 wrestlers that are up there, as well as I train with John Schultz, who's a professional Bellator fighter. You might have seen Bellator on MTV2 and stuff like that. And my main trainer is Lee Dickinson, so I try to get back home every weekend to work with him, as well as I've had couple weeks back with Lee, 3-4 weeks back when I was home for Christmas break. So training with the good guys all around pretty much.
Tell me a little bit about your fighting style and what you like to do in the ring, what you're comfortable doing.
I am most comfortable on my feet, kickboxing. I like to kick, punch a lot of movement, and but where we train from, we like to be well-rounded. We're good wrestlers. We're good on the ground as far as grappling, submissions go, but I would say our school is a striking-based school. We definitely like to punch people.
So you're not comfortable with the ground and pound, or you prefer stand up?
I prefer
stand up and slug it out.
Actually, I'm a stand-up fighter, but most of my wins are by submission. So don't think that we don't know how to submit people on the ground. Definitely know how that.
Why don't you tell fans what your record is so far?
My record is 7-3. My last fight was actually for the AFC. It was a little far back in June, but I ended up winning first round by a shoulder lock. So yeah, 7-3 as of now.
Okay. So if I announce or broadcast for your next fight, because I'm going to be there for the championship fight, can I go a little Joe Rogan and hit him with the bing when you knock out the guy?
You can do whatever you want, man. Yeah, make it exciting.
As long as you get it done. If you get it done, I'll announce. You just get it done.
I'll get it done for sure.
Okay, cool. Let's talk to the champ for a minute. What's going on, champ? How's your day going?
It's going pretty good. How's your day?
I'm great. You're spectating today, so you're doing what I'm doing. You're kind of just hanging out, helping out a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to ref a few fights.
Tell me a little bit about your belt. 155-pound, correct?
Yes, sir. I won it back in November. It was a 2-round fight. It was supposed to be 5, but kind of destroyed the kid. And, yeah, it's fun.
So what's your record at the amateur level right now?
I'm 9-2 right now, and one of the guys I lost to, he went pro prematurely, and hopefully I get to fight him when I get up there again.
So what's your preference as far as fighting style? I'm going to ask you the same question as him because I like to get into that.
I have a wrestling base. I started off wrestling when I was 11, and it really integrated well with MMA. But I like to stand up and bang. I like to throw, man.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's a good way to fight. You know what I'm saying? Just get it done quick, one and done it. I know that MMA fighters, they train behind the scenes a lot more than what people see. You know, they see a 3-round fight, but you guys prep about, 5-6 months? I really feel like you guys train all year round.
Oh, yeah. We really don't stop. I train 6 days a week, sometimes 7, two times a day. And I'm training 3 hours a day, every day.
Tell me a little bit about the training and what you guys do, like while you're in the ring, the training and the hours that you put in there.
Well, while we're training, we usually just follow our coach's itinerary. We'll do some warm-ups, then we'll get into some kickboxing technique and sparring, grappling,
So let's talk a little bit about sponsorship. Who sponsors you guys, and who gets this done behind the scenes for you guys?
Oh, man. I personally have like 9 or 10 sponsors. Some of the bigger ones, I have Integrated Training Systems. I have Woods Tire Service. I also have Animal Hospital of Lakeport. They're a pretty big sponsorship. And also the AFC, they help me out with my training costs and whatnot as well.
Well, I'll tell you guys what, man. You guys don't want to see me in the ring. Don't let the suit fool you. I mean, but I wouldn't be in the 155-pound bracket. I'd be in the 180, 185, 190, somewhere in there. But I don't know.
That's right where I'm at.
Like I just told them, I got my gym bag in the car and I'm ready to go.
Are you ready for the ears, though?
I mean, you know,
because it's gonna happen.
The ears is a setback. I feel like I could avoid it, but
nope,
you
it's
know,
not gonna happen.
I guess some grease or something. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'll figure something out. Cause like, you know, I gotta stay right, but I still want to get in the ring and kind of check it out and see what's going on. But you know, we appreciate the event. Like we said, there's expected 400 or 500 plus for all the locals and people from all over. Actually, really coming to check out the fights and what's going on here today. It's gonna be exciting, and we're gonna get in there and check it out. Patriot Nation, stay tuned. More to come. Welcome back, Patriot Nation. A special surprise for you guys. Like I told you guys, I work my magic, and as you can see, I'm joined here with 4 lovely ladies. How are you ladies doing today? Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Candy. My name's Heather.
My name is Courtney Clogg, and I'm the head ring girl for the AFC.
And I'm Julianne Martin.
So, ladies, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you guys got into the ring card and the AFC and all that? Go ahead.
I got into it just looking up on Facebook, wanting to get into some modeling stuff, get some photo shoots done.
I just wanted a reason to look good in my bikini all year long.
That's a great answer.
I had a lot of friends that would fight through this association, and I started coming to the fights, and then I eventually started working for them as a ring girl.
Okay.
And mine actually started as a bet with my friends because they were not sure whether or not they wanted me to do it, and come to find out, here I am, and I've been at every single one so far, and I'm having a blast doing it now.
So I've been doing this for a while, and I kind of got to read for people, and the best answer that Patriot Nation is going to like is right here. So you guys got to compete and keep up. So why don't you guys, I want to get to know you guys a little bit. What do you guys do in your off time when you're not doing this?
I ride horses. I like to show my horses, race, things like that.
I just like going to fights, just seeing stuff. I do go to a couple horse races every now and then.
In my off time, I rodeo pretty often. It's pretty much my whole life, other than ring girling and things like this.
I do the ring girl stuff. I just started modeling with Cage Angels modeling promotion. Getting ready to hopefully take off with that, and I also like looking good. So.
Well, looking good seems to be a unanimous answer with these ladies, which I like. So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about, like, you guys enjoy this? You like doing this?
I love it. Gives you enough attention. I get to walk around in a swimsuit and sometimes throw on a pair of heels.
I really like it when people scream my name and clap for me, and I like to look good, so I like it.
I enjoy going to the fights and watching all the fighters fight and seeing what they can bring to the table. I also like going around and taking pictures with people and, you know, just putting on a good face for the AFC.
I definitely like coming to the fights. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes I get really into it, you know, hooting and hollering for all the guys, and then blood starts flying, and, you know, it's always a good time. I love going around taking pictures with all the fans, and they always come up and be like, hey, can we take a picture with you? And you know what? Whatever gets your face out there, have fun with it.
Did they tell you how many people are expected to be here today?
No. I know at the last fight there was probably 2,000 people.
I mean, you guys are looking at a big crowd today. Like I said earlier, the walls are shaking. I mean, there's testosterone flowing in this place, so you guys are definitely going to get recognition, get your face out there, and you know, enjoy yourself. I know you guys have fun doing what you guys do. Anything on camera is always fun, though, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm like you guys. I kind of pride myself in my face, and just, you know, just being out there in front of the audience. You know, it's kind of like my thing. Kind of like you guys a little bit. I should probably get into some modeling. What do you guys think? No?
Yeah. There you go.
See, they said yes. She's like maybe. She's like, he's all right. There you have it, Patriot Nation. We're joined by 4 lovely ring card girls. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna check out this excitement. We're gonna check out the fights and see what's going on. Stay tuned. More to come.
ground, deep down to the ground. Oh my, what's that sound? I'll fall down and
There you have it, Patriot Nation. Another fun-filled episodes. We definitely want to thank our sponsors, Todd Service Center, Hometown Realty, and of course, the Angry Bull for letting us be out here and enjoying the MMA fighting and all the action-packed stuff that's going on. We definitely want you to check out our website, www.porthuronpatriots.com. Also, I'm going to be updating the scores live and everything that's going on. Check out my handle on Twitter, chosen1_Moose. We'll check you guys out next week. Patriot Pride out.